Hey, think about the time when you were in high school and you were trying to get out of bed in a rush and struggling and were very, very tired and didn't know if you could make it through the school day. We all know how important sleep is. And for teenagers, it's not just a matter of getting rest. It's a matter of getting good quality sleep. The reality is school's times don't align with sleep cycles for teenagers. It's affecting their health, academic performance, and overall well-being. And this just isn't a high school problem. It also is for all ages and goes across the country for other individuals. I believe if we want to make a difference, we should change the school start time from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. To be for specific, 9 a.m. It would improve their health, overall performance in their academics, and their overall well-being, which is last but most certainly not less important. Let's face it, teenagers need more sleep than we give them credit for. According to the CDC, adolescents need at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. Yet, most schools are starting at 7:30, 8 a.m., which is not enough time to give these kids to sleep. And when they don't get enough sleep, this increases depression, obesity, and even heart disease. So their immunity can weaken and make them more prone to being sick. The science is clear. Lack of sleep affects cognitive function, which are things like your memory, your focus, your decision making, all those important parts of your brain. And if they aren't working, how are you going to learn the right way? Studies show that students who get more sleep, they perform better in school. They are able to focus on tests, get better, make fewer mistakes on the test, and just perform overall better. Sleep deprivation isn't just about being tired. It messes with your emotions too. So students who don't get enough sleep feel more anxious, irritable, and have mood swings. These mood swings won't let them focus on what the material is being taught in class. And this often means more absences and tardiness, which affects their educational academics. Clearly, early start times are just not it for the schools, and let's look at the benefits of starting school later, at a later time. Starting school later would give students the chance to get the sleep they need. That means better overall health, reduced risk of these chronic conditions, and stronger immunity. According to the National Sleep Foundation, the students and children who got enough sleep overall felt happier and less irritable and content. Research shows that when students are well rested, they perform better academically. They're able to focus better, remember lessons better, and perform better on tests. A study from the University of Minnesota did a later start time for school, and they seen improvements in the academics and also in graduation rates. So it is something to consider, especially if it's helping our students. When students get more rest, they're likely to show up to school and stay engaged throughout the day, no matter more fighting their sleep or taking caffeine at such a young age to stay awake. More sleep equals better focus, less absenteeism, and less tardiness from these students. Let's see that these benefits are clear, but that there are also concerns that some people still have of changing the whole system that has been in place forever. So some concerns could be that changing school times would mess up the bus routine schedule, and it is doable to maneuver around that schedule because we have had snow days where we have a 2-hour delay and buses are able to go back into routine and getting the students to school. Some worry about school affecting after school activities like sports, jobs, and after school programs. And better sleep is going to help these students perform better in their jobs, better in their sports, and better in their after school programs. I've heard some students say, well, we just need to adjust to waking up earlier. But looking at the science for teenagers, it just doesn't happen for them like that as it does for younger children and adults. It's like something that they can't control. Despite the concerns, the positive impacts outweigh and help the students have overall well-being, better performance in academics, and overall health. I urge school districts and policymakers to make this change from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Because it's a step to helping these students and prioritizing them and their learning abilities, giving them a better chance to succeed. The change is simple, but it could be a huge difference maker. The students of today are the leaders of tomorrow, and we owe it to them to give them the best chance that they have of starting their day.